Saints Row 2, my favourite game of the whole franchise, and possibly one of my top ranking favourite games on the 360 era. And this game has an overwhelming favourite to the fans too, to the point where we want the game to remastered. Don't change the story, don't change the script, just enhance the graphics like they did with Saints Row 3, the third. I don't know why they did that. They didn't need the enhance, but enhance that, or just do a massive patch. They fixed all the bugs, like the developers behind Destroy Humans, Mafia, and Red Faction. I'm sure there's more games that have been remastered since the thing, obviously, like Metal Gear Solid as well. I think that's recently came out. So has Resident Evil. I can't know about Resident Evil. Anyway, so for this series, I'm playing the PC version without the big fan-made patch, because I don't live dangerously and I don't know how to mod. So I think I tried it out like 8 years ago, but I couldn't get it working because I'm terrible at modding. So play it safe. And it was come to the point where, as you see in the series, if you've not, how many goddamn crashes I've had in this game, and I was tempted to carry on the series on my bootleg bloody capture card, but I realised no, I wanna get the review on the PC, because that's where it starts, and it's more fighting around. As usual with these reviews, there are spoilers. I mean, the game's like 15 years old, so if you've not played Saints Row 2, you don't want to play without spoilers, then obviously look away now. If you do, and you have, and you whatnot, there's your warning, because I don't talk a lot about the game, but there's basically just overall and that kind of stuff, and you're in for a treat if you're not ever played it, and now's your time. Like I said, get it on the PC with try and get the mods working, or like I said, get a 360 copy or the PS3, because it's, as you see, it's going to be a work of absolute art. So pretty much the story carries on from the first one. After you take the whole city, you go on a boat to meet someone. I can't remember the plot, but obviously, boom, you get killed. Or do you? Turns out you're in a coma, and the game begins when you escape prison with a new friend who wanted to see you really bad. By literally, he was in a fight. I think it was shanked or some shit to go see him. And a huge thing that kicks off already, for those who are aware, in Saints Row 1, your character doesn't talk. And the fact that your character talks in Saints Row 2 right off the bat. Because I remember in the Saints Row 1, you just nod. You're like, you nod, and you just almost say to someone, say something like, "Oh, try to speak," and then boom, you get interrupted. So yeah, that's the first big step, is obviously the characters that. And obviously a few characters that you recognise, like Johnny Gat and Pierce, which they've all been improved in a way. And Pierce is a bit wet still, but Gat's obviously a psychopath. He's my favourite fucking character, because he's just Bulu. And like I said, you get to break into court before he gets sent to the jail and dies. Now, I can't remember which YouTuber spoke about the theory of who tried to kill you, the bolt attack, which is in great detail, with obviously every character's alibi and backstories, which is really good. Like I said, if I can find it, I will try and put a link in the review somewhere. But there was a proper in-depth, proper in-depth review of, I think it was like half an hour long, where it's like, oh my god. So yeah, it's definitely something to look into, because it's full of yeah. So yeah, Saints Row 2 is the same as Saints Row 1. You have who want to take over the city, but there's three new gangs, and then you've got Ulta, which is the fourth gang, which is more of a big city developer, which is pretty much built, as you can see, from Saints Row 1, a massive fucking empire of retail and crap like that, and obviously the area you live is a shithole. And the only thing that you really recognise in 2 is the church, obviously in the first one, and everything else is a bit rough and balls. I mean, aside from that, the city has expanded. There's 2 new districts, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it does make a bigger dink in the game. Yeah, so the maps, it's similar in some areas, but most of it is the same. But obviously, it has been improved and tweaked a bit. But I can't remember the map to Saints Row 1 completely, so it probably has changed a lot since. I think it's I don't know how many years you were knocked out, but yeah. But aside from the graphics overhaul, which at the time, this is 2008, I think it came out at the time, or 2007, 2008, there was an improvement graphically. I mean, it doesn't look like obviously GTA standard and stuff like that, but it looked better. Like I said, the characters have a overhaul, and obviously the factions have their own unique style in both appearances and personality. So as well, for those who don't remember when Saints Row 2 came out, which was after GTA 4, the developers didn't want to be tied to a similar GTA copy, because as you're aware, everyone goes, "Oh, GTA, oh yeah, but Saints Row or any other open world, oh, it's a GTA copy," which it's a lot of people it is, but they're similar. I mean, the similarities. It's an open world. You can characters you can mess around with, along with obviously similarities, like your weapons and some missions and all crap like that. But the Saints Row has aimed for the more wacky approach, as you've seen. It's wacky, it's goofy, and it has a killer storyline still today, which is why I want to love Saints Row 2, which kicks you right in the feel, kicks you seriously right in the fucking yeah. But like I said, there's more. Obviously, there's more wacky shit you can do in Saints Row 2 than in GTA 4. Like I said, I'm comparing for some of this. I'm comparing GTA 4 to Saints Row 2, just to say. Obviously, I know GTA 4 is most, and there's some perks, crap like that, but Saints Row 2 is wackier compared to that. Like I said, you've got Mayhem where you can just blow shit up, and it's fucking blow shit up. You got your fucking prostitution rings. You've got your helicopter escort missions. You've got drug missions, and the favorite mission in the fucking series, and mission I've never seen that's come out since, is the mission where you flick shit on everything. Yeah, you get a poop truck, and you flick for real estate or whatever reason is, you use a truck and flick shit on everything. And I've never seen any other mission or any game do that since. It's not any other Saints Row as well. That's what I mean. It's compared to 4, oh, you want to go bowling, oh, you want to play darts and get pissed and be depressed. War kills people. You're flicking shit at random people. Literal poop. Yeah, that's a major difference. So like I said, it'll be a dream if Saints Row 2 gets a remaster or a massive patch, which improves better the game. I said the model is called Gentleman of the Row, if I remember correctly, and it adds so much shit, including a lot of missing DLC, which you get the DLCs and you can't get anymore now unless you bought the copy years ago. On console there's a few DLCs, where this I'm pretty sure states it's got the missing DLC patches and the mini DLC campaigns after Saints Row, the story of Saints Row 2. Yeah, I said I don't know how to mod myself. I think last time I tried to mod some shit, I downloaded the wrong thing or whatever, and yeah, I had to completely wipe my computer and start from scratch, which screwed everything up. So yeah, I might give it a go. Kind of say if the series is done, Saints Row 2 video series is done, I'm also going to move on to Saints Row 3. But I might jump into it. I'm not too sure. Well, see if people know how to mod, boom, I'll give it a go and let me know what it thinks. So yeah. So with all that basically, all that being said, obviously, actually, I got a lot of writing words to read, surprisingly, for this review. So I do apologise. So with the base game, it's great along with the wacky game and the wacky mini games. There's then the massive customization. So let's start with the character. Your character, you can do for within reason, obviously, any height, many hairstyles. You can judge your facial, like you can fuck up your facial shit with like from your eye depths to your fucking chin coming out or in your own ass or some shit, to obviously your muscles. You can be chunky and fat with muscles, or be skinny and be built to fuck. And obviously your genitalia, where you can have like big tits or a big fucking cock. I mean, it's not as wacky as Saints Row 3 because that went overboard with that. But and I see you've got your reactions as well. Obviously, my favourite is tell them to go fuck off, and obviously my favourite voice accents, because obviously there's 6 you can choose from. Free male, I have the Cockney. And yes, Saints Row 2 is you can have a male voice and a female body, which later on in the game I swapped it because it'd be fucking hilarious. Obviously, I've got a mustache and a beard, but I'm a woman with tits. You know, it's satire as fuck. It's hilarious. It's like, yeah, you know, serious scenes. I say serious scenes, which there is a lot. You know, it's just me telling them to get fucked. So yeah, that's actually a customization for the character. Obviously, that's for the build. Moving on now is to the huge range of clothing, accessories, and tattoos. I mean, there's shitloads of stores with their own unique style. Obviously, you have like your scruffy, like hand-me-down ghetto shops to more sophisticated buy your suits. And obviously, as you keep unlocking through the city and find stuff, you have your fancy dress. And I'm pretty sure there's a gimp suit. I can't remember, but there's obviously a hot dog outfit. Yeah, you can wear a hot dog outfit and fight people and do the story as a hot dog, which I might do to see if it's fucking hilarious to do some missions like that, some serious scenes. You know, like you know. As far as I shouldn't tell you, I don't want to spoil the scenes yet, but I might bang that in a minute when I carry on to the things. So you know, like I said, there's this whole lot of customization, and like I said, compared to GTA 4, there isn't a lot of customization, and you can't do anything apart from some clothes. And even that's heavily limited. So again, GTA clone, no. And you can compare to San Andreas, the amount of stuff, but again, we're comparing 4 to Saints Row 2. Because, like I said, it's just to show how wacky they went, rather than more serious to go, let's go nuts. So, moving on to weapons, it might seem there's a lot of like weaponry, but I think there's like 30 weapons or some shit like that. And obviously you can carry one of each weaponry. So it carries on from, like, you know, baseball bats, sledgehammers to pistols, SMGs, machine guns, sniper rifles, RPGs, C4. You know, you can basically have one of each item. And I said you carry from the game. You can unlock more like certain unique weapons. Like mine's, I think I like the pimp shotgun, which I can't remember where you unlock, but it's later in the game. Along with the fact that you can also buy food and store. You can buy food. How's it? You can buy food, you can buy alcohol, and you can have weed. I think it's weed or some shit, like a bong or some crap. And you can store 4 bits of that for your inventory. So every time you're low on health, boom, have a fucking beer, or boom, have a spliff, and lastly your screen goes wonky. Crap out, or have food for your health, because there are scenes where you do need to have food because it's a bastard, unless you know whatnot. So with that, you can also have the cars. I mean, pretty much every car, I think yeah, every car in the game you can customize. Some are like heavily customizable from like from the bodywork to performance, or some is just basically the performance and the colour, like, you know, because I think some guys you can't do much shit with, but I'm pretty sure every car you can do something to it, like add more power, make it more destructible and crap like that, which is, you know, pretty good. Like I said, massive open to customization to everything. And not only that, you can also buy businesses as well. The city's flooded with businesses, and you can earn money to buy more business. As you buy a business, you will get discount. I don't know how it fucking is like, or I can't remember if it's discount or if you get the my mind's gone blank now. I'm sure you get discount. You get like 10% off or some shit, or you get, obviously, yeah, I'm sure you get money off of it for buying stuff. But if not, then I do apologise. I should check my videos and double check, but I'm shit and I've deleted all my clips basically that have like kind of boring crap. But you do, as you buy a business for like $5,000, you earn like probably $500 every hour for that business, and you build a safe. So the more money you get, you can buy more expensive shit, and obviously you can buy expensive cars, expensive apartments, which again, for your apartments you can customize. Yes, not a lot, but you can customize your apartments with certain stuff. And that's just, I mean, this is just customization shit. There's so much shit you can do, and there's probably more crap which I've missed out because I'm terrible. So I've got a script. I've got a script, but I'm freeballing it because I remember some random shit I've not put in. So as well, not only that, obviously you take over hoods. Like obviously, Karen, you do the missions or you do strongholds. You take over the hoods and you get money there. But bear warned, obviously the rival gangs will come back and take it back. So keep an eye on it and you could lose money and shit. Up next, another 10 fucking things here, Jesus Christ. Up next is the soundtrack, and this is the holy grail of noughties music. I mean, obviously noughties, obviously you got like the 80 stations and some other classical stations, but a lot of this shit is what I listen to obviously in like college, some in uni as well, because I remember playing this like late in college and started uni time, and it's riddled with so many bands. It's like a nostalgic trip every time I play this game, because I feel like 15 years younger, because I'm, you know, came out 2008. I'm 32, so you know I was in my prime 15 years ago watching this. And what's pretty cool is the fact that some of these bands as well I've actually photographed. Not a lot. I mean, there's some I've had opportunities or whatever missed to photograph, but bands like Panic Disco, The Used, Deftone, Red Jumpsuit Operators, Kasabian, Avenged Sevenfold, Mastodon, Hall & Oates, and I think there's a couple more which I can't remember on top of my head. But without me photographing other bands, like I said, you've got Tears of Fears, Apache, Duran Duran, Europe, Lamb of God, Paramore, My Chemical Romance, Crystal Castles, Nas. Like I said, the list goes on and on and on. Like, fuck me, there is so much music in this goddamn, which is why I like Saints Row. It's the music's fucking, they've done well with the music in the game. And you could, I think there's like certain tracks that you can unlock as well by finding hidden CDs, so you can unlock even some more music. I don't know how many songs there is, but there are some more music you can do. And to put the cream of the cream, yes, the cream of the fucking cream, is cheats. There's shitloads of cheats. I didn't really use it for the story because I don't want to cheat, you know, whatever. But you know, you can get, obviously you cheats on like infinite sprint. I don't think it's infinite health, but there's sprints, there's bigger booms, raining men, cars, weathers, all sorts of shit. I mean, throughout the game you unlock perks, like you probably get 5 to 15%, or you become like whatever, like you can go fireproof, you can become fall damage proof, you can become infinite ammo for your weapons. You can do it by doing the missions and by doing obviously all the side missions, etc, and doing all the hidden crap. You can unlock perks that permanently change your stuff, or like I say, you can use cheats. It's up to you. So with all this in mind, I've missed out so much stuff because there's so much shit to talk about, and like, I'm probably 20 minutes in chatting crap about this goddamn game because, you know, science reasons. I said that there's so many missions, there's so many side missions, there's so many like fucking minute details, etc, and this, you know, the story still sticks out as an emotional roller coaster. It's perfect storytelling, and I'll tell you like about 5 minutes while I finish up trying out all the crap. I said there's missions that are serious, there's missions that are absolutely fucking bonkers, and what the fuck am I doing? This is hilarious. So like, what's even going on? But what I will say to this is, there is one mini game in Saints Row 2 which I didn't know what the fuck this was on the fit, and then I realized, oh my god, it's basically, it's a mini game where you make a woman come in a toilet. You don't see out, but the mini game and the noises, you know what you're doing when you realize what you got to do with your pad. Yeah, it's a bit I'll leave it at that, but that's how fucking wacky it is. I mean, it's not wacky as free, where, you know, big fucking purple dildos and shit like that, tentacles and crap, like, but that mini game is like its peak comedy and shit. So let's move on to this fucking story. Let me try and blitz this over and why it's like holy shit. So as I mentioned before, there's some bits I've mentioned at the start of the video, what carries on, but again, I'm going into more details about stuff. So like I said, you wake up from a coma, you get busted on jail by your loyal member who fucking adores you because he wants, you know, a fresh life. I said yes, sure, need to get her back on our peers. And obviously when you basically escape jail on the boat, you realise, oh my god, what's going on in this city? Basically the Saints disbanded because obviously you basically either dead or in a coma. Everyone got disbanded, so there's obviously there's 3 brand new gangs with their own style, bosses, and basically want to take over the city again. And like I said, there's a 4th gang, which is Alto, which is capitalism. You know, capitalism. Basically, they're not really I don't know how to describe. They're just assholes. He's just a prick. I've not even got his name on the review because he's a prick. So yeah. So like I say, you've got the Brotherhood, which are badass tattoo anarchists who love chaos. The Sons of Sandy, who are more like voodoo drugs. I can't really describe who the fuck they are, but yeah, they're just, yeah, they're whipped. And obviously you got the Ronin, which is more strict, fiercely trained Japanese fighters with obviously the bikes and the guns and weaponry, and they're very honourable and crap. And but I said they've got guns, all gangs of guns that try and kill you. But like I said, you do meet more characters of Saints Row 1, but all doesn't seem. As I said, you're saving Johnny Gat from a death sentence, and you also find out Troy is head of the police force, which was in there. You know, who's a gangster in Saints Row 1, but he's not too bad. You know, it's just there's nothing evil against him in the game. But you do meet someone, as you know, Julius, who's your boss. You there's a surprise for him because he's basically betrayed you, and in a secret mission which I never got to do for the story because I forgot how to do it, you basically take him out because he's a cunt. So with that in mind, obviously, as it turns out, Aisha, who's also in Saints Row 1, is Johnny Gat's girlfriend, which is nice until she gets taken out by the Rowan. And this scene, again, one of many scenes I will tell it every time I talk about like gang members as I carry on through the list. One of many fucking scenes in this game. And I said the Rowan have a lot. They have a lot of fucking edgy fucking scenes, which I'm like, oh my god, you kind of feel bad for like the main boss of the big guy who owns Running. I can't remember his name. I don't think he has a name in the game. I've tried googling his name, but nothing really pops up. But obviously he's got a dickhead son, and he's got a big minion. But yeah, so it's seeing her get killed, and then Johnny Gat basically dying. You know, you save him. Don't worry. You got the mini games to save him. He's back to his dickhead self. But then when Aisha has a funeral, Shogo, who's basically the big boss's son, who's a brat, who thinks he knows best. He wants to take you and Gat out right at Aisha's funeral, which Gat penalty goes basically name a place, name a time. That's not today. And obviously, Shogu's butthurt because he make him like a fucking idiot from his dad. His dad hates him, and then watching him get his brilliant ass kicked by Gat, like, and then get buried alive. Like, fuck me. You know, this guy's a pure fucking psychopath. Like, you're having your best mate bury this fucking kid alive. That's what I mean. This is why this game is fucking incredible. This is only one gang. I'm not even finished with this gang yet. That's just a couple of scenes. And obviously, later on in the game, the big Jurishi. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. I do apologise. Jurishi, who's the big butch guy who's honourable as fuck. You have a honor fight with a samurai, which I hated that fucking mini. As I from blind, I did it, but I hated that fucking boss fight. But then you take out the big boss in the same way. Again, I can't remember his name, but him getting brutally murdered was fucking hilarious. Because you say, I can't remember which other gang it was that you work along with. Yeah, basically, Cameron's a bitch. So yeah, the Ronin story alone is just top tier. Now, as for the Brotherhood, they're a bit more unhinged compared to Ronin. You know, they're basically more psychotic. Romero, who I'm sure that's who it is, again I'm shit at remembering, is the big basey boss. Basically tries to reason with us, the Saints. They're like, look, it used to be your city, I get it, you want to take it over, I get it, however, here's a deal, it's a shit deal, and you said you can do what you want in these areas, but basically it's my city, fuck off. And obviously you go, no, fuck this, I want the cream of the cream. So yeah, I mean, this gets more wacky. I said, you basically go to uranium plant, nuclear power plant, rob some uranium, I think it is, and the one of the guys that tattoos, you put fucking ink, you put the uranium in, and that somehow it's wacky as fuck, it's hilarious. And then seeing Romero's fucking half his face burn off, it's just, you know, fuck, that is just, it's fucking, like, that's wacky storytelling, like, what the fuck? And then not only that, Romero has obviously a Mrs. Jessica, who I think they're together or some shit, or she's like whatever. She's a cocky bellend, and basically you kidnap her, you drive her car into an arena, and Meryl's like showing off in like a monster truck thing, showing off like, you know, you just do stunt shows and shit. Goes over this jump, crushes all the cars, and boom, Jessica's in it, bang, dead. You know, and as you, the character, clapping a round of applause and giving the key to the car, he realizes, oh my god, I've killed her. That's, yeah. But carrying on for this tearjerker of like, oh my god, is your mate Carlos, who saved you in Jailbreak. His death is just fucking horrible. Like, you're trying to save his life. He's not, you know, the brother's driving a car. He's chained to the back of the car on the floor, so the carpet, you know, tarmac burn, fucking get dragged everywhere and crap like that. Like, he's dying, and you're trying to fucking stop this car, which you eventually stop the car, and Carlos knows he needs to die because he's fucked. He's stuck in this 4x4 thing, like on this like chain thing. You can't get it off. Your character's endlessly trying to cry, trucking, beating the shit out of this, but can't get it. And Carlos fucking basically tells you just shoot him, just kill him. And yeah, that's just fuck me. That's that. Obviously, you do get Cam as a bitch, where you do fight Romero in the monster truck arena. Him and his minions are driving fucking cars trying to take you out. You're on foot, rocket launcher, hey ho, boom, you kill him, boom, jumps a peach. Again, the Brotherhood's fucking story. It's just, there's a lot of shit I kinda missed out, but this is an overall point. Like, fuck me. And with that, it's the Sons of Sandy, which is much voodoo, magic, and drugs. There's not a lot in this story, which you know, it's not memorable. It's more like mediocre compared to Brotherhood and obviously Ronin. But there's a few obviously scenes which do hit hard, and obviously like missions where you're fucking in a helicopter doing flybys, shooting up farms, blowing up fucking drug farms, and taking out the DJ from, is it Radio X or some shit? I should wrote his fucking name down, but he's a prick anyway. And he's voiced by a famous actor as well. So move on for the story from there. And you take out a guy who's called Mr. Sunshine, and he's fucking terrifying as fuck. And having to basically take him out in this I think food factory or some shit, you know, dog factory or whatever. And he's got voodoo, but obviously he's got voodoo magic, so he's got a doll of you, so he can control your body sometimes. He's meant to be a very challenging boss fight, but I don't know, RPG, as you've seen. Boom, roll the prick up. Yeah, and it's a hilarious scene because you basically have an RPG. Well, see, have an RPG take him out, but then in the cutscene, he's dead. He comes alive. You keep shooting him. Goes dead. Comes alive. Then you just fucking hack his head off and throw into the dog food. It's just like, it's more hilarious, that thing. And then obviously you've got the general. I think that's his name, the general. Again, his scene's not really too memorable, but his was a bastard to do. Obviously, you're in a mall and he's got a minigun fucking jeep thing, and you gotta basically take that out. And that's a bastard because this is not non-stop fucking army troops. Not army troops, but you know what I mean. Obviously, his minions try to take out, and that was a bastard. But yeah, so that's that, and then you move on to the Old Talk Up, which is like 5 or 6 missions, whatever it is. I mean, they're more of a pain in the ass missions to do. Like for me, especially the final episode I did, I wanted to cry because I have like 5 or 6 crashes where I do the right end of the missions, and the game crashes. The halfway through mission, the game crashes, and you gotta restart the mission from scratch, which is a pain in the ass to do. Like the mission where you have to go underground to take out this armed bunker or some shit. As soon as right at the end of the level, I got free, it crashed. I'm like, you prick. And I think I did it twice or 3 times. It was just, I got to start giving us get 1 to level to be a cunt to help Johnny Gatto. So it was stressful. But I mean, there's nothing major. There's a failed assassination attempt, which is okay, fair enough at this end, and then you easily take out the Altor boss, which he's a prick. I mean, I like the guy. I can't remember his name. I've not wrote it down because I'm a dickhead. But Vogel, his name's Vogel. Like, I remembered it. But yeah, he's just a prick who gets justice where you just fucking shoot him, push him out the skyscraper window. But saying that, one fun mission was where you have to go on a boat and take out all the executives, and then in the shopping mall as well, take out all the executives. You know, a high detailed shopping mall in Saints Row 2. Where's my game crashed? I'm sure it did. You know, and obviously there you go. You take over the city, jobs at beach. So that's basically a rough overall of, like, you know, the fuck's Saints Row 2, the plot. And like I said, you can see why it's still a big win for fans alike, and I think even new fans. I mean, I know obviously the Saints Row reboot, I've actually bought a copy of it, so I'll be doing this. I'll probably play it if I can be asked. How much of a letdown it fucking was. I've seen the reviews and it's just absolute dog shit, but I will play it because I love Saints Row. So yeah, compared to that, even Saints Row 4 people don't like, but that's for another time. I like 4. It's a bit of a twat sometimes, but like I said, Saints Row 2, it's a cult classic. And if you want to replay it now, replay it now. If you've not played it and I've given you a rundown like holy shit, go play the fucking game. It's just and it's honestly, obviously, for the writing, we will never get a game like this. I mean, the closest we came to, I think, is Postal. I mean, Postal 2 came out like 20 years ago, and that's we'll never get a Postal 2. I know that for a fact. With that humor, Jesus Christ, I'll be doing a series on that soon. But yeah, that's what I mean. I've been gaming since I was a kid, like 6-7 years old. 6 years old, I met my Mega Drive in the 64. And like I said, gaming got peak in the early, like basically the noughties is when gaming peaked. I mean, the mid to the early 10s. That era, that was perfection. But basically the noughties was peak gaming for wacky shit. And like I said, there's not a lot of games that have came out over the years that I've gone, holy fuck, this is incredible. You know, I know people go, yeah, you're just doing it for nostalgia or some shit. No, I will generally play this game again and again because it's games like this. There's nothing close to it now. You know, there's nothing that. Well, you know, I've not seen anything, and I say that with how disappointing games have come out the past like year, 2 years, how shit the industry is. I'm like, what is gonna, you know, are we ever gonna come back to this wacky, stupid script writing? Because that's what, you know, we need. There's nothing that's comes close to this. You know, the game's it's 16 years old. Oh my god, Jesus, this game's 16 years old. But yeah, I said, let me know what you guys think. What is your favorite Saints Row, and if it's Saints Row 2? Yeah. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the review. I'm terrible at doing reviews, but I hope this entertained you. I've tried not saying too many times because I know I say that a lot. And so yeah, if you like my reviews, I've got other game reviews which I top by other games. And I say, if you've not seen my Saints Row 2 series, please go watch from episode 1. I think this one of the longest series, like 2 or 3 years. 2 years, I think I was doing it for. So you know, it's a bit of a big hit of a game. So until next time, don't get a shit truck and throw shit at people because shit is bad. Okay, unless you got a scat fish.